everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I want to do a look that is mostly Sheglam, but it's not a full face. So let's get started. This video will no doubt be long, so you want to grab a drink, a snack, whatever, then you might want to do that first. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Sheglam Birthday Skin Primer. That's what it looks like, and it comes with a little scoop, which is great. It's like a putty kind of one. So we'll just take a scoop of this. My hands are clean. I'm just going to take it onto the back of my hand. And we're going to rub that in to her face. All over. It gives a really gorgeous glow. Look at that. See, on this side, nothing on this side yet. Gorgeous. You could even wear this just on its own, just for that glorious, lovely look. Now, I'm glad that I just used that little bit so that I don't waste any. I'm just going to scoop the rest of it back into the pot. And I'll put that little scoop there, and we'll give that a clean as well at the end. So that's the primer used. Got my towel here. Get that scoop. Okay, so I have this eyeshadow palette. This is the Sheglam Perspective Pisces palette. I picked this one because it's the green and blues, even though my Sagittarius, their palette was purples and lilacs, which I might still go back and get. And I'm afraid I have the window open because it's too warm. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if there's going to be fallout, so I'm going to do my eyes next. First thing I'm going to do is use my Balm concealer. This is in the shade medium, and I just use this on my lids because it is too dark to use as a primer. For those of you that aren't new to the channel, I have a spot up here and I have a wax burn that has now left a mark from when I got my eyebrows laminated. So yes, that is a joy and a half. Anxiety has been so bad today, people. Now, my favourite sponge is currently in the washing machine right now, getting washed. So we'll take this one, and we are going to take just, oh, everything is falling over. Take some of this primer water, and I'll just give it a good drench in that. And I'll drench the mirror as well. It is nearly 7 o'clock of a Sunday evening, but the way I've been feeling with my anxiety and one thing or another, I just have to do things when the notion takes me, and that is now. So I've got really bad dry eyelids at the moment, so a bit of the concealer, I don't know if you can see that, is sticking to this part of my lid. I have the ring light that's on the lowest setting there so that you can see. Okay, so let me just grab some tape. If you haven't tried Sheglam makeup, you totally should. It is, so far of what I've tried, it's really, really good. The only things I don't have is foundation, concealer. I don't have eyebrows. I think that's it actually. Oh, and I don't have mascara. But I've got kind of everything else. I don't have lip products either. Okay, so we're going to go into the palette. As I say, this is what it looks like. And I think I'm going to go this one here that's got like the marbly effect in it. It feels so weird, but it's a very sheer colour. So I don't know what we're going to start with, but anyway, let's just dive on in. Oh, I also got two brushes. I got this little brush that looks like a cat's paw. This is a liquid blusher brush, so I'll leave that out so that we try it. And I also got this little concealer brush, which you could use for anything really, but we'll put them there. Okay, the first thing I am going to do is just take a big fluffy brush. This is a Spectrum B06, and I'm going to go into Idealist, which is the lightest matte sort of turquoisey green colour. There's a lot of kickback in the palette. These palettes cost $5.99, but I've seen quite a few people using Sheglam, and you know, it's been pretty impressive actually. Oh my goodness. Please ignore the morons that are outside. It's pouring with rain, so I don't know why anyone would want to be standing out there, but anyway. So this is like a nice minty green colour. It is called Idealist. I shall show you in a minute. And I'm just literally taking this all over the lid. Oh my goodness. I don't like it. Oh, it's been a rough weekend, peeps. But we won't get into that, just we're here for the makeup. So the colour that I used was this one here called Idealist. I'm now going to go into Gentle, which is this matte green here. And I'm just going to use the same brush, but I'm taking it right on the tip of the brush, and I'll tap off the excess. And I'm going to just take this out, right out to where the tape is. And I'm just letting the brush do the work for me as well. It's going on really well, and it's blending really well. As I say, I've seen quite a few people use Sheglam makeup and they've been quite impressed with it. So, you know, I wanted to give it a try myself. And of course, if you're not new to my channel, greens and teals are definitely a bit of me. But my next colour that I enjoy on myself colour-wise is lilacs, so I might at some point get the Sagittarius palette. I'm also a Sagittarian, but I thought it said funny because, like, is it not like topaz and aquamarine that is the birthstone colour? Now I have to say there's a tiny bit of fall down, but there's not a lot, but that is blended like an absolute dream. This is what I mean. You can go for the super duper expensive makeup brands, and that's fine because I love me an expensive makeup brand. But see, when it comes to the high street and cheaper brands, like, that is super impressive. That is blended, honestly, like a dream. So I'm just going to take a wee bit more, just higher up. But it's blended effortlessly. I love that. So nice. And I'm not having to, like, struggle to get the shadows to work for me either. Love it. Okay, next I am going to just swap to a different brush. Let's see, what's the, not that one, this one maybe. This is a Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Mysterious, which is this matte one here. So we've used these two mattes, and I'm going into this one. And I'm just again going to take it on the end of the brush there, tap the excess off, and we're going to sort of concentrate this colour just on this outer edge here. This is gorgeous. Look at that shade. Loving that. It is so nice, honestly. Such a nice colour. Very, very impressed with this palette so far. And for $5.99, honestly. They're drunk out there, for goodness sake. That is gorgeous. Look at the pigment on that. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Now I've just wiped the brush off, and I'm actually going to go into the blue shade, which is called Dreamy, which is this one up here. I think it's got a slight bit of shimmer in it, but it's predominantly going to be matte, because see, when you get shadows like that, that's usually what it's like. And I'm just going to take it in this part of my lid here. We'll see how it picks up. It's very, very subtle, sort of a blue. But I'm really liking it. It's so pretty. Love it. This is such a great palette. See, if you're new to coloured shadows instead of neutrals, or you're maybe wanting to get it for someone who's just starting out, this would be a great way to go. They've got loads of different ones. Love that. Okay. Now I'm intrigued. I really kind of want to go for this one. I'll show you. It's very, very subtle, so I'm going to take it. This is called Romantic, and this is like the grainy one that's got like the marble effect through it, and I've never used a shadow like this. It is very much, there isn't much to it, to be honest. As you can see, there's not a lot of payoff coming from it. Oh, now you can hear my washing machine going nuts down the other end. So I'll go, but I'm just going to use a wee bit of that. Okay, that's subtle. Then I'm going to take, it's called Psychic, this lovely blue here, and we're just going to put that over with it as well. Oh my god, like look at that colour. It's like an aquamarine dream in here. So impressed. Really am. $5.99, guys. That's stunning. And then I'm going to go into Intuitive, which is the green. No. And we're just going to pop that here and just sort of, and they are so soft and dreamy. Look at that. As you can tell, I am impressed so much by this palette. Definitely impressed. Really impressed, in fact, with how good that is. Look at it. That's amazing. So impressed. Now, I'm just going to take this brush here and I'm going to dip it into both of the lightish greens. Excuse me. And just run it under my eyes. And then I am going to go into the light blue. Just make this terrifying face. And run it under my eye. I am so impressed with that. Right, we'll step away from the palette just now. I don't have a concealer by Shein. You know what? Do I want to do a liner? I don't think I do. I'm going to take this Colourpop liner. This is called Zulu. And put it into my waterline. It's like a pastel sea foamy green. Oops. Like, honest to God, guys, that blended like a dream. I'm like shooketh. Okay, I'm going to remove the tape. And can I just say as well, my skin feels so hydrated with that primer. Love it. Oh, I'm so happy. Right, so I'm going to use my Body Shop. This is the Fresh Nude Serum Concealer, because as I say, I don't have one from Shein. And I'm just going to run some of it under my eyes and use my sponge, which is still damp, with that Primark spray. I don't like this part. It gets really dark with shadows. That's where my glasses sit as well. I cannot honestly get over how good this looks and how good it is set and everything and just blended. And I can't get over the fact that this palette is £5.99. I now have the Sheglam. This is the Insta Ready. You get the pressed powder and you get the loose powder. I haven't used the loose powder part of it yet. I've only used, whoa, okay, it comes out super duper fast. Okay, that is really not what we wanted. I've only used, and I'm getting carried away with how great the makeup is, that there was no point me doing that because I haven't even put foundation on yet. So let me just step away. Julie, you're getting excited. Too excited. Right, I don't have a foundation, so I'm going to use my Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow foundation, because this is one of my most favourite and longest standing foundations, and I need to get it used, and I all through love it. Oh my god, I can't believe how much of that powder came out. I'm telling you right now, you need to jump on the Sheglam website and get yourself some Shein makeup, because it's amazing. Absolutely super duper impressed with it. I love this foundation as well. I know Chanel is expensive, but I love it. And a weird thing to say, but it reminds me of my dad, because the first time I ever bought it is when I was through at the hospital to get my lumbar puncture, which was the biggest waste of time ever. And it just reminded me of that time. And obviously he stayed through with me at the hospital. So nearly broke that Chanel bottle, can you imagine? Right, Julie, let's back it up, will we? I'm going to put a bit more concealer. Just a wee splodge here, because my face is so dark. Then a wee bit on that spot. Okay, I'm going to go into this powder and say under my eyes. And it doesn't leave like that white cast. Look how flawless it looks under this eye. It's seriously, look. Can you see a white cast, or is it just me? Like, I don't think there is one. Maybe a wee bit there, because it's just a wee bit too much. Oh, I'm so excited. Right. I'm just a bit gutted that it comes out so quickly. Now, is that the sifter closed? Because I don't want... Normally, I just use pressed powder if I'm going to. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this. This is the Sheglam Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. And I got it in the shade Golden Sun, but I would use it more as a bronzer. Comes in this little applicator. Smells like chocolate mousse. And I'm going to dot 2 little dots to start off with, and I'm actually going to try the little brush here from Shein, even though it says it's for liquid blusher. Let's just see how it performs to apply that. See, now I would use that as a bronzer for me. Rather than a contour. Personally, I think it's really lovely. And I'm going to take a tiny little bit of it on my nose, but I'm going to brush it like that because I like a bit of a golden bronzy look on my nose. And then I'm going to take a blub there and just take it into my hairline. I am so impressed with this Sheglam makeup. I love it. Look at that. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Happy, happy days. Now, I actually have a few blushes from them, but we're using this today. This is the Glam 101. It is a hybrid highlight and blush duo, and I picked it in the shade Saint Tropez. So we've got our highlight here and our blusher here. So again, no, I won't use that. I'm going to use this brush here. So we get the blusher, and again, I'm going to tap it onto the back of my hand so that we're not getting too much. And I like to take the blusher quite high up the face and then put the rest onto the cheeks. And as I always say, if you feel you have used too much, just go back in with your sponge or your foundation brush and shear everything out. That's why we suggest tapping it out as well, because then you're not getting too much. Though the trend seems to be these days that wearing a lot of. I'm going to flip the brush over, and then we're going to go into this gorgeous highlight as well. And again, I'll just dab any off that I feel is necessary. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Oh, love it so much. Oh, that is gorge. That is what we want. And it's not glittery or anything like that. Maybe a wee bit too much in the old Cupid's bow there. We'll maybe just tone that bit down a bit. I am in love with that. Now for brows, I don't have brow products from there, so I'm going to use the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the Gimme Brow. I've just got a little mini one. So I'm going to take my spoolie first. And we'll take some of this. I'm really gutted that I got a wax burn because I really love the shape of my brows from when she laminated them. I do think she tinted them too dark to start with anyway, but oh shite. Look at that big bloop I've done there. We shall rectify that in a minute. Look at that. Good God, people. What a riot. Okay, so that's that. I don't really need the box, but do I? Okay, I'll add mascara because I don't have a Sheglam mascara. I'm just using the MAC Stack mascara because that's the one I have open. Now, of course, you could add liner, lashes, all of the above. But I am not going to do said thing. I actually do have a liquid liner from Shein, but it is useless. So I'm not even going to embarrass myself by trying to use it. But if I never told you I had Sheglam makeup on, you would never know, would you? And then for lips, this is new to me. This is the P. Louise Standards Lip Liner. It's quite a dark brown. It's not one that I would normally use colour-wise. You know what, I don't even know if this is actually going to go with the lipstick that I have. It's a very, very peculiar lip liner. Okay. And then I have a P. Louise lipstick here, which is called Takeoff. Look at this. And this is an absolutely gorgeous colour, so I don't really want to ruin it with this lip liner. It actually blends into it not bad. I'm just going to get a gloss though. I'm going to add a little bit of amber. Is this amber? Over it. By Maybelline. That's better, isn't it? And that's me done. Guys, seriously, I am so impressed with this palette. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you watched to the very end, will you leave me a green heart emoji so that I know that you got to the end? What did you like or dislike about this makeup? Have you tried Sheglam makeup? If you haven't, are you going to try it? Honest to God, I am so impressed with this eyeshadow palette. I still keep saying $5.99, but honest to God, it was great. The only one that wasn't brilliant was this shadow here. It's very, very sheer. And the only one I didn't use is this one. I used everything else in the palette, every other shade apart from that. And I am so thrilled that I got it. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time. Bye.